Can you hear me, sis? Can you hear me?
Everybody can hear you, Sister Melody. Mute your mic.
Okay.
Is it coming up? So now what, son?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. Hold on, we're having technical difficulties. So our audience who can hear us, Assalamu alaikum. We'll be with you shortly.
Okay, sis, you there?
Text me, Sister Melody.
What did you say, sis?
Assalamu alaikum, Sister Melody. There you are. You look like you're frozen. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am. We were having a little bit of technical difficulty. It wouldn't allow us to log in, but here we are. So I'm going to go ahead and open up as we normally do.
Yes, ma'am.
In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, I bear witness there's no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. I greet you and our family who's joining us in the greeting words of peace and paradise of Assalamu alaikum. And to those, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, wa alaikum salam, sis. You know, these,
yes, man. Look, we're at the mercy of all these computers, right? And to those who
yes,
are joining
ma'am, absolutely. It's hard for me to hear you, too.
Okay, can you turn the volume up on your end, perhaps?
Let me see. I'm going to do it. See if I could switch to the Chromebook. Can you give me a second?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, audience, for being so patient. We are experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty, but we should be able to breeze right through it with the help of Allah. To those who are joining us, thank you so much. I'm returning the greeting to you of wa alaikum salam. And we're just waiting for Sister Melody to be able to join us again. All right, Sister Melody, are you there? Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and talk while she's getting herself together. Today, our show is going to be about living off grid. And as you all know, living off grid seems to be the hot topic lately. So many people are starting to purchase land and live off grid for a number of reasons. And so we really want to talk about that today and kind of explore the topic. And if any of you in our audience have any experience with that, please chime in via the chat. We're going to share information that we have with our experience of living, I wouldn't say all the way off grid, but at least partially off grid, and some of the realities that we have to understand if you are going to go into living off grid. There are some things that you do need to know. It's a very beautiful experience, but there are some things and realities that you want to be prepared for, and that's what this show is about. Now, I do want to say, as I say on all the shows, the only reason why we even have this show is because Sister Melody, there you are, Sister Melody and I wanted to do just our little small part of encouraging the community to grow our own food, as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has asked us to do. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. We are learning as we're going as well. And so we're so glad to be growing and moving along in this process with each and every one of you. And so we do ask that you join us each and every week as we learn and we grow, and also support Closing the Gap network broadcast or broadcast network. So you can send, soon you'll see the scrolling, or sometime throughout this program, you'll see how you can donate and support the show. Money doesn't come to me or Sister Melody, but it does support the show. So Sister Melody, I was just giving them a little feedback on how this is such a timely topic. You are still on mute. And how we're going to start talking about living off grid, because it's a hot topic now. So many people are doing it. So many people are sharing on IG their experiences. And so we wanted to chime in so that we can help people understand that, yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful experience, but there are some realities that we have to discuss and be prepared for when doing so. So yes, how are you today?
Oh, it's been busy. Thank you for your patience, sister. And I've been just, trying to get myself together, of course, dealing with, the family and stuff like that. So I'm here to go ahead and we show the pictures and talk about, what we said that we would do in terms of my experience and your experience, with not totally living off the grid, but some of the things that we have to keep in mind, as we move forward.
Right. So let's go ahead and jump into the pictures, and then Sister Melody will talk us through this section. We do have some very, very interesting pictures.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to upload them? All right.
So yeah, as he uploading them, I just wanted to say, Sister Rashida, that our goal, of course, is to encourage people to do things. So that, let me go right to that picture because we don't have a whole lot of time. So in my little bit of experience now with this climate changing, we have to consider when we growing fruits and vegetables, and a lot of people that have animals, that unfortunately don't have city water and have wells. So the water freezes up if it gets below like 32 degrees outside. And unfortunately, in places that you never expected that it would happen, is happening. So I'm getting calls and I have to figure out what to do, how to do it, when it comes to these wells. And you get a lot of people that come and they just take your money because they know that you from the north, and they saying to themselves, okay, she don't know, so let me do this, let me do that. So I wanted to show y'all a before and after. So this right here is considered to be a pretty new well, which costs close to between $5,000 and $10,000, depending where you at. So what I've learned that one, before I even, took a look at it and YouTube did, a lot of the PVC, the white pipes, were not even covered. So those are some of the things you want to factor in when you have a well. The first thing you want to do is use this to insulate it. You want to go, and if you go to Home Depot or even Lowe's, you could get that foam. It has tape on both ends of it, and it will hug the PVC pipe. They have T's, they have different, elbow shapes and things like that you can see where, I said, okay, I'm going to insulate this myself, because you're paying thousands of dollars for either. Some people was using the heating lamp, and that's not safe. So anybody listening and that has a well, please don't use that heating lamp for any kind of construction that you have, unless you have the brick one, which we'll show you a picture. You might use it every now and then, but you're going to have to remember either to turn it off, and then you got to turn it on, and you got to turn it off, because you don't want it to blow up. But what happened in the situation that I experienced is that it froze, and the pipe froze, and something else broke. So I'm just saying that when it comes to these wells, sis, and you gotta, of course, feed your animals in the morning, you gotta take a shower, you gotta do your dishes and things like that. So you wanna get the insulation, and you'll see the next picture, I believe, that I showed, where not only did I get that insulation, the foam insulation, but see how I went and got the they don't even sell that Pink Panther insulation at some places no more.
Right.
So I did find some at another Home Depot, don't sell it, but Lowe's did, I think. So this is what I did. I ended up taking all of that foam insulation. In addition to that, I wrapped the insulation around the well. You can see that. So these are steps that people can take in order to again protect it from the freezing temperatures now, because in Chicago it's like 4 degrees, and North Carolina is like 19 degrees. New York is crazy cold. So I'm just showing you, sister, and hopefully our listeners, that these are the steps that hopefully we could take, because unfortunately we have a lot of people experience and skilled, and then they taking our money and saying they doing this and doing that once it's damaged.
Right.
And we want to be preventing things from happening, as opposed to paying for it later, and you paying double.
Absolutely, because our audience has to remember, when you have your own land and you're off grid, you can use, of course, city water if you're close enough to link up with that. But if you're not, you're going to have a well on your property. And so what we're seeing here is the well that's being insulated, because like Sister Melody said, that's supplying water to your house. It's feeding your animals. So you want to make sure that doesn't freeze over. So that's very good, Sister Melody, and good that it was able to be done without having to, have a big, huge expense.
Yes, ma'am. So in this photo, I wanted to share the other things that you have to consider when you off grid, is if, because today, I mean, let's face it, most of us are used to, I want to say luxury living, if you will, where we could flush the toilet. We don't have to go to an outhouse. So this is a picture here of how much land they use just for the tubing to provide to do a septic tank.
Mm-hmm.
A septic tank, yeah. So this septic tank is 1,000 gallons, and it will accommodate about a family of 4 in a house about, I want to say 12 to 1,500 square feet. But these are the things, again, you have to factor in. And when you're thinking about how much space, and that's almost like a quarter of an acre, I want to say, maybe an
Mm-hmm.
eighth of an acre. But all of that tubing, you're not supposed to drive over it. You can't, like drill in it. You can't, put things around it. So, and you got to make sure that your land perk, because depending on the level, your septic tank got to drain down, and it got to be away from your well.
Absolutely.
Remember, the septic
Absolutely.
tank has to be totally away from the well. So when
Mm-hmm.
we talking about, putting different housing on our property, these are the things that we have to factor in, as we doing it. And I'm so grateful that I'm learning, but it's costly and it's time consuming, but it's a beautiful thing because we able to come back, Sister Rashida, and share it with others so they will know the experiences to expect, hopefully, and not going blindsided.
Right, absolutely. And when you do have a septic tank, I do recall that we did have to have a company come out because it does get full over years, and then you have to have a company coming and clean it out for you, and remove the waste. But definitely very valuable. And sometimes, when it comes to that well, about how many people can survive or use that well, because I know families can use that one well depending on how large it is.
Yes, well, you have deep water wells and you have shallow wells.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's better to get a deep water well when you know that you're going to be accommodating maybe 10 families in an area, or excuse me, it could be it's another picture. You're going to see the greenhouse that we are going to be using the well for as well. So that's just another picture there of the pipes that they use did. So there go the greenhouse there.
Right.
So that is a 2,250 square foot greenhouse, if you want to say, or hoop house, we call them. It's got a shade cover, and it also has this gutter on the side so we could catch rainwater. But that
Beautiful.
one well, the deep water well, will
Mm-hmm.
provide enough water for the vegetables or whatever we grow inside the greenhouse, and also for the families that's in a area right there.
Right.
So
And
yes,
you know, the beautiful thing about it is when we as we always encourage those who are listening to network together with others and buy a piece of land, because yes, then everyone can go in on the expenses and it's not just on one person. And that's good for sharing the cost, but also for security measures. Also, you have families looking out for each other. And you'll see a lot of people now on IG, they have these family compounds where they have about 4 or 5 houses on the same property. And again, they're all chipping in to help the process move forward. Because, you and I have always talked about hands on deck. We need hands on deck.
we do, and that's another hopefully type of audience that we get. That's people that's really not just talking about what they want to do, but really serious about really moving and going, because we have farms now in different cities where people can come and I want to say help out and live and stay. But you got to be ready, and you got to bring something to the table as well. You might want to take a course or a class in something, but if you're really serious about leaving the city, I know Dr. Ridgely often says that we love the city and we're not ready to move, and a lot of us say we are, but we're not taking the
Right.
steps to do it. And the only way we're going to be able to really get away from the norm is we gonna have to do it. And we do need sisters help. We need so much help that I'm telling you, I mean, you cannot do this work alone. It will like kind of drain you and you won't be able to do it. Everybody that I know that's like acquiring land and things of that nature, they are looking for help. So any of you out there that's looking forward to moving and ready to move, just let us know, because we might have places and different cities that hopefully, we could accommodate you.
Right. That's the whole point of the show, so that we can network and help each other out. So look
Yes.
at this.
So yeah, this is something that I ran across, and it's often with you know happening with these older wells. So usually they have this dome looking rock, or they
Mm-hmm.
have this green cover that's covering the well. But this is one of the older well covers. And the reason I shared this picture is because it's very hard to move that top, because it's real solid, to check inside of there. And this where some people put a heating lamp at, the kind that they use on chicken coops. But and this one again, if you getting a cover for your well, you want to get something that's I want to say have a door that you can access it. And then you don't want your hoses on top of that. You know how they say cleanliness is next to godliness.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
these are the things, like, and even how the shingles are like torn on there, that is indicating that air and wind to go up under there. So in one case I've seen somebody take a tarp and put it over the whole cover. So it's safer than using that heating lamp. But they took the tarp and just covered the whole thing and just put down some, tie it down nice and neat. So yeah, that's why I showed that photo. Yes, ma'am. So yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it really is. Do we have any questions in the chat, or any comments, things that we can address? Our tech team is checking. I did see
Okay.
one person say that they were yes, right here, brother. X marks the spot 75. Thank you for joining us, brother. That's right. I'm in the process of buying a piece of land from A, and I can't read the rest of it. Oh, there it
Brother
is.
who
From a
already
brother who
lives on the
on the
farm.
farm. That's what I'm talking about. Network, network, network. We've got to do it, believers. And if anybody has any ideas on, or I was going to say the solar panels. I wish there was a one spot we could get solar panels in bulk, and then everybody can reap the benefit of a discount. But really, it's going to be according to the city that you're in and the services that are being provided
From the
when it comes to
experience
those
I'm
solar
having,
panels.
I know Brother Ralph in North Carolina, he had solar generators, I want to say. I don't have one myself, but I know that, people are using them. It's always good to have backups, but most of the I want to say the sisters, we want some modern stuff, sis. So hopefully, we get the generators. It could be solar or something, because some of that stuff going to work with electricity as well.
And you know what? We need to have that brother on our show so he can talk to us and show us the solar generator. And also to our audience, if you all know anyone who can speak to us about solar panels, how to set them up, the general cost, please let us know. Please let us know. We'd love to have them on the show.
I
And
know the solar panel company that's connected with Dr. Patrice. Okay, great.
okay.
We know Dr. Sister Patrice too. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully, oh, that's Brother Chad. They said that he was
Mm-hmm.
going to be on the New Year's
And
thing.
his beautiful
I think his
wife.
name
Yes.
Brother Chad. I don't know. But this is reason why this program is important for us to connect each other with each other, because again, I don't know anybody who's doing this that don't need help.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We need hands, we need help, we need children, we need everything. So again, I'm hoping and praying this year 2026 more people will say, okay, let's take our mouth out the enemy's kitchen and let's get some land, or if we don't have, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. I think
Right.
that some of us can put like the cabin or the RV or something on other people's land and just pay some rent like that. Pay,
And you know what?
something.
And Sister Melody, we've talked about some of the realities that we need to face when we are considering going off grid, whether that's partially or all the way off grid. But what are some of the things that you have enjoyed in your years of experience of, dealing with people who live off grid?
Wow. Okay, so you really can save a lot of money. You
Absolutely.
don't have to consider thinking about the material things in life, but the fireside chats, I love that. So
Me
you
too.
can sit with your family, you can eat with your family, break bread with them, do the recipes, you grow your food, you bring it in the house and you come up with a recipe, and then you eat together, break bread with something that you grow. Most of the time, anything that you grow is usually not bad for you.
Right.
The preservatives are what's really hurting us. So,
Right.
those kind of experiences, like, I had my family and, we, made, had Thanksgiving together. And it was just so beautiful because it's much more simple. It's basic. We didn't have to look for parking. We didn't have to worry about a hotel. We didn't have to do some of the things that, like for New Year's, everybody gonna be out being crazy, doing this, doing that. When you got your land, whatever you decide to do, make prayer and go out, sit by the fire, or whatever you want to do, you can do it. You don't have to worry about a dress, an outfit, or this or
Mhm.
that, getting your hair. I don't want to say getting it done because we're going to always want our hair done. But I'm just saying some of the things that we are doing, we don't have to do. So my experience has been really great. It's just, again, you need help. We need
Absolutely.
help.
And I'll wrap it up with this. From my experience, it's the peace, that peacefulness. There is nothing like it. When you see you think you can see stars in the city, but when you're out there off grid and you look up in the sky, I mean, it looks like you can literally just reach up and touch. And it's almost intimidating, almost like the stars are going to fall on you. They look so close and so real. But it's absolutely amazing. If anyone has not gone and spent a few days out in a remote area, whether that's camping or otherwise, please do. It is a piece that you don't even realize how we don't unhook, and relax, because we're in the city and things are moving. But when you're out there, you're really at one for real.
You said
So
it best, is peace of mind, and
peace of mind.
nature. You could tune into God, when you're
Yes,
out there, in nature.
absolutely. And so we want to thank our audience so very much for joining us. This was something that we were really looking forward to doing and really encouraging us to, yes, go ahead, look for land, purchase land. Take it one step at a time and believe and know with the help of Allah, you can definitely do it. So until we meet again next week, same time, same station, please support the Closing the Gap Broadcast Network. You see the information that has been scrolling down at the bottom of the screen. And until next time, Assalamu alaikum.